Atlas 1, this is Zeus. Wake up, soldiers. The world is not waiting for you. You still need to reach the facility.
You are in a war zone. Keep your distance from any local disputes. The organization is not here to take sides. You've always been able to improvise, so this is nothing new. I know you need some rest from the last time, so warm up in the new husks. Study the surroundings, plan, prepare, and adjust tactics. The organization is counting on you. Wield the husks for the cause. Now, go die again. Wake up, soldiers.
Thrilling tactical horror shooter in a dynamic open world designed for 4-person co-op. The core loop is far from complete. What's ahead? Equip and customize your husks to fight the fight. Navigate a massive open world with horrific secrets. Recruit local allies to strengthen your team. Infiltrate high-value facilities for critical loot. Build and upgrade your base of operations. It's your foothold in the chaos. I'm sorry, I really couldn't help that. Like that. To be fair, the trailer does look pretty epic. That's got a lot of heart. Yeah, I did the intro in my normal voice, and it just didn't feel right. I thought I'd, dab my hand at some movie style American, which came out probably like a Timo version. But welcome everybody, hello friends. Yes, this is Phantom Line. I had a quick go on this the other day. I've cut the bit out that didn't work. It may have been my laptop, I don't know, but the first time I loaded it up, it looked lovely. There was a bit of stuttering, I had to change the FPS and some of the quality and bits and bobs. I am playing on a 4060 mobile laptop, so it probably lacks the power to really look nice and play well. But I got it to a pretty good point here where it's doing okay. The problem was that, I couldn't open boxes and stuff. It just didn't work. So I had to reload or start it again. So this is the gameplay that actually worked. What I did really appreciate was this inventory system and being able to pick stuff off the floor. So if you're within a certain area, you can just kind of essentially pick anything up that's within that caption area. You don't have to look at certain things or find them all. I guess if that's maybe harder to see or find stuff in this kind of gritty world, that just is maybe a quality of life thing, which I really appreciated. I've not seen it in any other games, but then maybe just not played enough to see that and stuff. If there's other games that have it, it's the first time I've ever come across it, and I really appreciate that. I'm not particularly adept at these types of inventory systems. I've not used them much. I've not played the likes of Tarkov too much. Stalker, I've only played a little bit of. I've really liked it. But the benefit of that was I had a controller on that. This, I'm bound at the minute, where it's so early, to keyboard and mouse. I don't know if they've got controller support in mind further on. For me, I'd probably need it just because I don't play on mouse and keyboard enough. It just doesn't feel as easy or as good for me. But I had a good time regardless. Try some stuff like shooting these cylinders, see if there's a bit of explosions with bits in the world. There isn't at the moment. Whether they're going to add that, I don't know. That was some loud ass radio music. Now, from that point, once I started shooting those, I think the bullets might have left or went through the wall, or it signaled to enemies outside somewhere. I thought there was someone just outside that door shooting in. Turned out there wasn't, and you'll see that in a minute. It was very confusing. Your AI companion that isn't all that special, to be honest, decided to suppress, but he doesn't do anything. He just stood there. And you'll see probably later, there's a bit of that, but it's very early. I get they're still tweaking it. I think it's not going to be a big problem when they get a bit further on with development. The kind of core movement, looting, the world, how it looks, etc. From what I've seen, looks brilliant. I'd expect them to pull through, to be honest with you. You could hear them there. I'm very confused. I thought they were making their way maybe into here. I thought they were pressing. I can hear them to the right, but they're not through that door. And I figure out, okay, they're probably out here then, somewhere. Pop my head out, still can't see them, but we're getting shot at. And I don't know how. Very confused. he's shooting off now. But what's he shooting at? A wall by the looks of it. So, yeah. I finally run away from there. They're still shooting at me. I still don't understand where from. Get a bit high ground to have a look. I can see people across the fence. It makes sense. But by the time I was in the container, I'd kind of figured out they're the other side of the fence, right? What I couldn't get my head around is why they're firing through metal. So this bit clearly needs a bit of work. I don't think, unless I need to reload the game again and it doesn't happen again, I think it's just, again, early access, very, very early playtesting, so there's going to be stuff like this happens. But I'm surprised this isn't realised. Like, for them to start shooting through the wall seems a bit strange. They would probably press or get a bit of high ground. I can't see them over the top of the fence or anything, so it's not like they've got a vantage point and they're shooting at us. They're literally at the same level, shooting through the wall. It's really strange. So yeah, got bored of that after a few minutes of just firing at nothing really. Ran up the map, got to the tower thing. You come across this door that's got a padlock on it. Thought, I mean, why not try 1, 2, 3, 4 or something before maybe just shooting it off? I mean, would you? I don't know. Are you supposed to find the combination somewhere? I don't know. Maybe I read it already and I didn't remember. Who knows? So I like the fact that you could just shoot that off. There's a few games in recent times where you've got the opportunity and it doesn't work, which is weird. You do have a map, I realise at this point, to maybe have a look. There's some points of interest on there. Clearly quite an area you can explore in the playtest. I just didn't have the time to do it. And after the problems I'd experienced, honestly I didn't want to. I'll wait for them to shore it up a bit and I'll come back to it. Because like I said, I like the premise, I like the look. The gunplay from my end is fine. Just some of the AI needs some work, and maybe it's optimization as well, so that lower end systems can run it a bit smoother possibly. Like getting the FPS I was getting out of it was a struggle, but again it's a playtest. I keep on having to remind myself, and maybe you, this is very early on, so it's kind of to be expected, I guess. I can't help but think we have some kind of mind power the way we open these doors. Open sesame. Are we a Jedi? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm picking on it, but these doors are opening in. Maybe further down the line we'll get an animation where they pull it rather than do some kind of hand wave. We've got some wax on, wax off. Or just add in some special abilities. Let's add it. Let's lean into the magic side of stuff. Let's have some capabilities where we can make things hover and move and throw them. I don't know. Lean into it. It's got that kind of sketchy Stalker feel, hasn't it? Very much so. Fallout-y, Stalker-y. Like, I do not feel at ease in this building. I'm expecting something to jump out of me. I don't know if it's supposed to be a horror, but the fact it's night time, I've got, you know, this torch, which, like, the lighting effects and stuff is cracking. They've done a really good job with that. Whichever engine it is, it's good. I don't know if it's Unreal or something else, but so far the bits of the world I've seen are cool to get around. It's just that. Stuff like that always makes me laugh. Open sesame. And that bit, I think I'm sure we got teleported. I didn't cut that, by the way. That just happened. I don't think I had to go upstairs. It just made us appear here, which was a bit weird. And that was it, really. I kind of got to this bit, had a little look around. You pick up some binoculars. You can see down where those guards that were shooting us through the walls are. They're still alive. My friend did no damage and nor did I. Brilliant. So I didn't feel it was worthwhile coming back to it just yet. I figure we'll wait until the devs have polished it up a bit more and it's in the next sort of phase. I think it's got promise. It has that stalkery kind of feel, like I said earlier. And we'll hopefully get another chance to try it when some bits are fixed, and we'll pick out some bits that hopefully we get the same kind of level, so we can kind of like it, and maybe I'll go a bit further with it next time. But I would say keep an eye on it. If you like this type of game, chances are you will enjoy it, just once they've ironed out some of these cracks, really. If you're still here, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. You know what to do. Drop a like if you haven't already. Give us a follow. It'd be great to see you. We do some cozy stuff over at Cozy Fen. So if you want kind of meditation, calm, more chilled out vibes, then go there. Otherwise, catch us on the stream over on Twitch, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays about 9 PM. Same name, MustardFennek. Ciao for now.